we're back, and I decided to do this out of universe mode just so that if I try to do it again in universe mode, that it won't crap out. So we'll just do it outside of universe mode. So that being said, I'll just get right to the match, so that way we don't waste any more time than we have already wasted thanks to this stupid game. Anyway, great to see Elmeister. Nice to meet you, man. Okay, now it's working. Alright, good. And welcome Sly Cooper Rocks, as well as Sly Cooper and Carmelita Fox. And Patty. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so it did freeze. Okay, so it froze. So. Alright, so we can just get right to it. But yeah, great to see Patty and Elmeister. Well, I guess I'll let Tiffany know.
The following contest is the Women's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages.
Yes, thank you very much, Captain. There's Crushing Kelly. Yes, I have the expansion for the Nintendo 64, of course. I've had it for the best part of 9 months now. But yeah, if you need somebody to play with, AJ's readily available.
Officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a
would I be open to doing one tomorrow night? I could, but I don't want to promise anything only to not be able to deliver it. But on the other hand, if AJ really wants to do it, AJ, you have every right to do it. If anyone is willing to do it, AJ probably might. So definitely, I'll give the nod to AJ. I'll just say that. All right, now introducing first
from Austin, Texas.
All right, so AJ can. All right. There we go. All right, so we're going to find out how that game is going to happen, and you guys can tell me what happened in it. But one thing I can tell you is who this is. This is Yang Zhao Long from Ruby. So Ruby is in full force, and it starts with their muscle at the top. So we'll find out which member of Mythic Elite is going to join them up first. So, all right. I'll share this with the others, or at least those that are in this one.
And from Omaha, Nebraska, the Cyborg.
There's Jose. All right, so starting the match for the Mythic Elite is Sarah Richards. And then I'll let one other person know. There we go. All right. Let me catch up on the chat. Let's see. Then we got 4. I'm going to come back from Phelan Bay Park at around 7:30 p.m. after I do a 6 express train run during the p.m. rush hour. Okay. Well, it looks like the team leaders are going to send in their they're muscle warriors. I mean, you have the muscle of Ruby with Yang, and then of course Sarah not lacking any muscle herself, though certainly not to the muscular level that Yang has. But yeah, Kelly, how do you feel about, you know, Sarah handling things here? Nice tornado, reverse tornado DDT. I mean, at this point, she can't... Oh! Was about to go for the killing blow, but missed. And then sent right into the middle section. And of course, that middle section is made out of steel. And then Sarah rolls into ring number 2. And Yang goes right after her. Oh, that's amazing. I trust my sister Sarah, just like I trust any other member of my team to start up with the match. And let's see, who won the advantage? Well, it looks like Ruby won the advantage, and Sarah's going to be in trouble. And it looks like Blake is going to bring in some toys. And Sarah in a lot of trouble. Nope, nice counter there by Sarah. But then from behind with the chair. Oh, hit in the head from behind. But then Sarah with a response only to get hit in the head again. I mean, not a bad strategy to double team Sarah as much as you can. Although, I don't know why you dropped the chair on Blake's face. Right now, Sarah in a lot of trouble, but she's fighting back. And a miss. But Sarah's going to get some help. Only Sarah got another spear for her trouble. And it looks like Tiffany's going to be the one to enter the match. And Yang got sent right into the mesh. And Tiffany going to immediately enter the ring. And also get the kendo stick that was brought in. All right, so now we have a split fight between the two rings. Oh, now two of the women fighting between the two rings, but now it goes back to 1v1 in each ring. Big boot onto Tiffany. Nice backflip drop kick on Blake by Sarah. Meanwhile, Tiffany in a lot of trouble with a spear. And now set up on the top turnbuckle. Nice kick to the arm. And then a drop kick to Yang. But in just a moment, Ruby will send in another to give them back the advantage. And to no surprise, it's going to be the Ice Queen. And Tiffany going to go over to save Sarah. And as that happens, Weiss is going to bring in some more toys. But this time she's going to bring in some wood. And that's all she's going to bring. And it looks like they're going to converge into ring number 2. And then using the kendo stick, although she might have accidentally hit Yang, although it shattered into a bunch of pieces. And, oh, facebuster onto the Ice Queen. And Tiffany using her power and using the sky high on Yang. A spin kick to Sarah. And then Claude in the back. And Tiffany trying to fight off both the Ice Queen and the Cat. And of course, LD gonna go in. So quite naturally, the two team leaders, or the two catalysts for this whole feud, Kelly and Ruby, are gonna enter last. I mean, crushing Kelly, I imagine you're not surprised with the fact that Ruby is entering late in this one. And then a spear of her own, and then of course a tap out by Tiffany, but that's not going to end the match. So right now it's just a fight. Oh, and a poison rana onto Sarah. And then Weiss on the top. I get my hands on Ruby no matter what. Oh! A splash off the top of the cage on Sarah. And LD getting her hand stomped on. I mean, there aren't too many reptiles that have hands. Then a German suplex, even though she's Greek. And, yep, Ruby going to come in and will have the advantage for the moment. But if anything, Crushing Kelly will have the real advantage in that she'll be the freshest. But Ruby going to stay in ring number 1. All right, so now Ruby converging into ring number 2. Although LD, wait, what's LD doing? Well, whatever LD was going to do, she didn't do it. Anyway, nice wheelbarrow facebuster from off the top rope on Ruby. But in a few moments, Crushing Kelly will get in. And then War Games will officially start. All right, here we go. Then the low down onto Yang. Now Kelly coming down. And she'll just enter straight up. All right, so War Games has started. And Kelly throws in the table. And it looks like, Ruby was about to make a beeline for her. And that's exactly what she does. All right, so now everybody is converged into ring number 2. So it's going to come down to who can isolate who. Anyway, a spear right to Tiffany Sky. And then, wait a minute, Yang, what are you doing? A nice Phoenix splash there onto LD, but Yang, what are you doing? Yang! My God! Oh, she missed! Yang missed! Although while Ruby is working on LD, it looks like the Snow Queen is getting double teamed. And in fact, it looks like Crushing Kelly's going to go after the Snow Queen. Yep. Now it's just those two in ring number 1. However, the Snow Queen... And wait a minute, the Snow Queen, stomps Kelly's face right onto the mat, especially with those semi-high heel boots. And then Kelly getting hit with that kendo stick, and then Yang gonna go over, and a miss by Ruby Rose, and LD makes her pay for it. And it looks like Ruby's by herself. And LD gonna make her way over to ring number 1. Well, in ring number 2, a low blow right to Ruby, and a pin onto Ruby by Tiffany. 1, 2, no, only a 1. But Ruby will not be having any kids tonight. 1, nope, broken up by Yang. And the silver bullet on the Black Cat, known as Blake Belladonna. And a missed moonsault by Kelly. And a Phoenix splash, but a big miss there by Ruby Rose. So it looks like Ruby is dealing with Tiffany Sky. Wait, 1? No. I mean, this whole saga between the Shield and... Wait, 1, 2! And Tiffany gets the pin on Ruby. I mean, that has got to be utterly humiliating to have essentially, I want to say, a 4th in command, at least, or 4th on the... Or to have somebody who's 4th on the food chain, so to speak, get the victory over the head of the food chain on the other team. But Tiffany got the job done. I mean, that's no slight to Tiffany, but that just goes to show how much of a big upset that is. And the Mythic Elite will be the ones to face off against the Dragon Flowers. A lesson that needs to be learned, Dom. So congratulations to Tiffany, and this is the first time we've seen Tiffany with not much on her face. Honestly, I think she looks really beautiful without the face paint, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway, obviously, of course, she is JW's girl, so I'm not gonna say much other than you have the Mythic Elite get the job done, and they will face off against the Dragon Flowers. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first time that those two teams have ever fought for the Four Queens title. And if I'm wrong, I might have to look it up. But anyway, let me go back to Universe Mode. I did this out of Universe Mode so I wouldn't have to go through that crap again. So all I have to do is simulate the next two matches, and we'll continue from there. But thank goodness we finally got that match out of the way. Okay, there we go. So simulate, and it was Tiffany Sky who got the win. Okay. And now we get to the match where we get to the main event, the match that this has been building to for a long time. So I believe AJ's in the chat. I want to say AJ's in the chat. And if not, I'll have to let him know. Hold on. And then I'll also, and then get Damien. Yes, this is the main event. All right, here we go. Wait, what's going on? Wait, Loving, I have another match. Of course, like out of character, I know that there is another match, but we're trying to in character pretend that this is supposed to be the last match. So, but no, out of character, yes, I realize there's another match. It's just too bad. It's just that the game doesn't do a good job hiding that. But anyway, all right, back in character now. All right, so Damian Shelley is going to face off against AJ, and these two have been at each other's throats. One thing that we didn't get a chance to see was AJ get his revenge. So we saw what happened when Damian hit AJ with a 2x4, but then AJ did what many others have done to AJ before. AJ used a cattle prod and literally made Damian Shelley the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. And sure, it didn't kill him, but you caused him to suffer. So hey, I mean, what was good for the goose, or what was good for the lion, is good for the gander, I suppose. So now all the sneak attacks are over, and now it's time for the main event. Also, hey, what's up, JW Caliber? By the way, your girl, or your woman, the Tiffany was in the previous match, so if you want to check that out, you can. But here is the Kage.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Outlaw from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Anarchist, Damian Shelley.
So yes, we have the Anarchist, the Kage, which is his alter ego. And unlike all the other matches, this one is just personal. He lit up every city on the West Coast. But yeah, AJ did use a cattle prod on him, but that was mainly as a means to an end to teach him a lesson. But it all comes down to this.
And his opponent, representing Diamond Mine from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 219 pounds, the WWE United States Champion and the Men's Super Tag Team.
Yes, he is part of the DWO. And because of the fact that he is in this match, he couldn't participate in the tag team title match, but still DWO got the job done, and they're still the tag team champions. But this one is last man standing. But one way or another, whether AJ wins or whether Damian wins, all the attacks, all the cheap shots, all the cheap barbs at one another, it's all going to end one way or the other. And a stunner onto the Kage. So you have the cat and the lion. Although you wouldn't know it just by the fact that Damian Shelley is a bit taller than AJ, but AJ is that of a lion. I mean, after all, he is the Lion King. Now going for the Rings of Saturn, but of course, even if he had tapped out, that's not going to win the match. The object is to knock out your opponent for the count of 10. And then Violet says, Auntie KK, is Uncle AJ going to be all right? I think he's going to be okay. I mean, he's been through worse. I mean, this is the same guy that had to deal with Acheron. And then AJ getting clotheslined on the top rope, only to hit an Enziguri. And now roars like the lion that he is. And, I mean, I imagine Seth is not the same guy that he was when he was with the original Shield, you know? And the AJ cutter as Damian was trying, as Mr. Shelley was trying to get that bat. And Shattered Dreams, and now the Kage has been busted open. All right, now we're going to find out if he can get up. Our first count of the night. And got up to the count of 8, but going to have to do a lot more than that. Ooh, punch right to the face. A Russian leg sweep into the octopus stretch. Trying to stretch the Lion King. Only to get punched between the eyes and right between the ears. Now grabs him by his mane. Now AJ thrown into the ropes. Off the ropes. A leapfrog and a backbreaker. They fused together to fight this fight. But the thing was, you fought Acheron because, you know, he was supposed to be a part of you and you tried to fight him off. And then you accepted that you do have a dark half. And you have that, energy where if forced into that dark place, then when you come out of that dark place, you have that radiating light. You've heard the expression, without the dark, there could not be any light. And then Damian's like, count faster. Well, rolls out of the ring. Well, both guys go for a move, but they both missed. Ah! Oh, but AJ's not done. I think he wants to make sure he's gone. The Lion's barrage. Oh, uh-oh. Damian in a lot of trouble. Another Shattered Dreams. Let's see if that's done and dusted. And AJ, that probably could have done it had it, I don't know, that could be a mistake. No, wait. AJ fights off. But then he gets a hold of AJ. Oh, and not sure if that was a slap or a punch, but... And then a shoulder tackle, and now both guys go outside. And the match can end outside the ring as well as in it. Oh, now he grabs the bat. Oh, well, he tries to get back in and prevents the... Stops. Yeah, I got to stop Violet. Come on. Violet, you got to let Uncle AJ do his thing. He's got to settle it. 9. Can he stay it? He got it. It's over. And even though the Kage gets up by the count of 10, he got up by the count of like 10 and a half or 11, but AJ got it. I mean, the Kage got up, but then of course he rolls out of the ring and he has fainted. I mean, he's down to one knee, but AJ did it. Well, now Violet can go celebrate. So AJ has done it, but out of character. Yeah, AJ, I'm giving you a push, and Damien's going to get a push, except AJ's push will be greater than that of Damien since AJ won out of character. So now that the match is done, I didn't want to announce it until it was done and dusted, which it now is. So as a result, the next person in line for a shot at the Blue Toad Wrestling World Title is Wally, and then Drawer Man, and then AJ after that will get the next shot after Drawer Man. However, for Damien's efforts, given that Luigi recently lost the championship to Brandon Cuevas, Damien will get the next opportunity at the Universal Championship. And that's after Luigi gets his shot. So, what's with the microphone? AJ, you and I have no beef at all. Wait, what do you mean you and him don't have any beef? I mean, you attacked AJ one time, although I think it was just out of circumstance. Whoa. Wait, Seth? No, Seth did it. I can't believe... Really, Seth? You had to do that? I'm sorry, Jose, but... Well, Seth turned his back on Roman and Spike. Well, I hate to say this, but Atticus was right after all. A leopard doesn't change his spots. I mean, the guy does wear leopard and in cheetah as part of his clothing, but Atticus called it. So Spike and Roman have now been indisposed. So that means that Roman and Spike's involvement for the rest of the show is done because, well, they're knocked out. So now we got to go get some medical attention. But what's going to happen? But now back to the ring with Jose. What's going on? That way we can get to our next segment before we end off the show. But what's going on there, Jose? I mean, you took out Damien, and I knew that you guys had... You did me no favors. Oh, no. Well, I knew it. Jose had his problems with Damien. Well, Sly and Carmelita are going to help Spike and Roman get out, but it looks like Jose Blanco has declared that he is done with Damien's group, the Outcasts. But where does Jose go from there? I mean, the only person that he has right now is Brandon. So we'll have to find out what Jose's going to do, but the Outcasts, as we know them, are done. And now, and of course, he finishes off Shelley, Damian Shelley, for good measure. And as for AJ, who was the third man in this whole thing, and even though he won the match, the big story was the fallout between not AJ, but Shelley and Damian Shelley and Jose Blanco. But for AJ, he's going to move on to the World Championship. Not right away, but he's in the immediate conversation for it. But then... Oh, wait a minute. No. Really? Well, just when we thought we were done, it turns out that Louis Levanquer is Mr. Money in the Bank, or Koopa in the Bank, or the one with the Koopa case, has called out Rayo for a match. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's about to start right now. So before I do anything else, let me, out of character, let Dragonheart know, as well as Louis' owner know. So give me a second. And while all of this is happening, AJ is walking back with Violet, and well, it looks like Colton is also there too, but he's helping his dad to the back, and it looks like Sumire is going to help him. But I mean, there's been a lot of contraband and betrayal during this show. I mean, we knew that there was going to be Retribution. We had no idea how much we were going to get into it. And all the backstabbing, all of this. And all the fallout. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Colton's son. I'm sorry, my bad. Well, alright, so Colton is AJ's uncle. Alright, so he's helping Uncle AJ. As Violet is also helping Uncle AJ. They just come from different mothers and fathers, but otherwise part of the same family. But it's a heel turn mania. I know, man. All right. All right, now we can move on. Yeah, I have a feeling that Captain Danger is very, very understanding. Because I don't think he thought that Seth was going to do what he did. But now Louis has... I'm not sure what's going on as far as Louis is concerned. We know he's Mr. Coop in the Bank, and we know that Rayo is the champ, but... I have no idea. I'm not sure if this is going to be a clean one-on-one or if this is going to be a trap. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that Louis called out the champ. So let's find out how this is going to work. Seth, he did exactly to the Shield what he did the first time in 2014. He gave Roman the chair to the back just as he did, but he also did it to Spike and gave him a curb stomp for good measure. Wait, Louis says, when I'm done with you, you'll be waking up in the hospital and wondering where your teeth went. Whoa, 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 whoa. Louis, since when did you have a beef with Ryo? I mean, we all know that, you know, knights and dragons never really got along given their medieval history. As we all know, knights would often slay dragons, and dragons in turn would often slay knights. So there's always that... okay. So that makes more sense then, but still. But Louis doesn't want to just slay the dragon. He wants to take his prize. But really, Louis is calling a shot. But can he be the one to beat Ryo? I mean, Ryo already had a match, whereas Louis hasn't even had a match until now. And really, how much did that match that he had with Atticus take out of him? Probably not much, but I think I want to give Atticus credit. There were times I thought Atticus had him beat. But let's see what happens here. Well, Jose, you might have to back away because the match is under raid there. There we go. But he called out the champ, though. And then a moonsault. And now Ryo gonna look to make short work of this match. And a Dragon Rana. One. I'm also a Wyatt as well. And early in the show, Liliana had a chance to become Intercontinental Champion, but unfortunately was unsuccessful and was very, very frustrated. I mean, she broke a vase. And then a knee right to the face of Louis. 1-2. Almost got beat right there. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like Seth is going to pay for what he did. Except it's from Uncle Howdy. All right, cool. All right, now back to the match, though. And now some elbows right to the head. And now... Oh, no. And then the the Super Poison Rana, my bad. The Super Poison Rana, and Louis is in a lot of trouble. I mean, Ryo just has, well, never mind. Elbows him a couple of times. And now a couple of punches right to the stomach. That's a good way to slow him down. Well, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is I think he'll leave you be because, well, you already beat him. The bad news is it has more to do with Jose, as Ryo just gets powerbombed by Louis, and not too many guys. There aren't too many guys that Louis can do this to, but then a Hurricane Rana into a pin. 1, 2, no. Now, it wasn't explicitly clear that the Money in the Bank brief hold, or the Koopa in the Bank briefcase holder, cashed in his briefcase. He just simply challenged the champion. But I have to think that if he can beat the champion, regardless of whether he put the title or the case on the line or not, or cashed it in, I imagine, oh no, powerbomb. Again, that's a move you don't see him do too often because most of his opponents are big. Uh-oh, now both guys are going to go back and forth with the strikes. And a drop kick to end it off. Nice strong style work there from a la New Japan. And a frog splash. I mean, talk about getting froggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Getting froggy with it. Anyway, a spin kick to Louis. And then is going to put him in the Dominator. Oh, that might do it. 1, 2. So the champ wins the fight.
Here is your winner.
So congratulations to the champ. Although I don't think Mr. Money in the Bank actually used his Money in the Bank. I think he just wanted to challenge the champion. So I don't think Jose, too soon. I think if only because I actually have something planned as far as oh no, wait, I forgot. Yeah, I was about to say too soon. But now Louis like, enjoy it while you can, Ryo. This isn't over. Indeed. But I'll explain why out of character there, Jose. Okay, so he did not use the Money in the Bank. He just simply used it possibly as a leverage to let Ryo know that, hey, I'm coming for you. But, however, I will say this, though. Jose was watching the match the whole time. So I have to think that Jose is just as much interested in Ryo as is Drawerman, as is AJ, because AJ, like I said, he won the right to face off against him. And as well as Wally from the SWO. As, you know, Wally, Drawerman, AJ, Jose, and now Louis. Like, all 5 of those guys are gunning for this man. And really, if you're Ryo, all you really have is your brother and your father. So he'll have to find some backup, especially to deal with the amount of firepower he's going to be dealing with. So that's what it is. Okay. And as for bonus matches, I hate to say this, but per tradition, we usually don't do bonus matches after the main card because on the simple fact that, well, the show's long enough as it is. Why would I want to keep doing this? Which, as much as I would like to, I don't discredit it, but that and the fact that we are going to have another Super Show, but this time it's going to be AJ Cool Kids Cyberspace Federation presenting Solar Slam. And of course, AJ has the card ready. I just need to he'll send me the card, and I will be the one to distribute it. And of course, Ryo gets attacked by Jose on the stage. So while Louis was back talking to Ryo, as Ryo was back talking to Louis, Jose attacks him, and of course Louis just leaves to the back, and then Jose, and it looks like Dragonheart's Junior and Senior see Jose attacking Rayo, and Jose gets out of there before they lay the smackdown on him, but the damage is done. Rayo feeling the effects of not just the attack from Jose, but the pain from 2 matches that he had. All right, so now we can officially stop with the attacks, though. So now we can just focus on what's going to happen. So on the next show, we're going to have Solar Slam, and that's going to be hosted once again, like I said, by AJ. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I will be hosting this via OBS, so that way AJ can commentate. So yeah, it'll be a little bit different, but aside from that, so it looks like Spike Ryan wants Seth, but we'll see if AJ can give that. Otherwise, we'll have to save it for another show there, Mr. Spike Ryan. But now we have something to go with. And great to see Carol. But now that the matters have been taken care of, I just want to say thank you for watching. I thank you for watching Royal Retribution. It was wonderful. Oh, for the next all right, cool. Well, I do have your name on the bonus match list, so whether that happens or not, that's another story. But I want to say thank you to those who came to watch, and I will be ready sooner than usual to do UFC, and then we'll transition over to Crushing Kelly and her show, and I look forward to that. Meanwhile, I will talk with AJ to go over the card and distribute it so you guys can see it. But from all of us here, this is the Blue Toad to June 22. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to chill as much as I can and be ready by tomorrow, early, closer to the morning than at night. So until then, friendship, love, peace, respect, kindness, loyalty, together and forever. So absolutely, take good care of yourselves. God bless, and I will see you then. Have a good night, everybody. And also, thank you very much, Patty. I appreciate that. Patty Chase, Patty Cakes, whatever you want to call her. Patty Lonelay. Thank you so much. Seth barely has that. Well, the only thing he has is Becky Lynch, but that's all he's got. He's got a man for a wife. Oh, wait. That's what she calls herself. My bad. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.